She's fake Hispanic.
Babe. Sancocho is like something Dominicans eat.
Yeah.
What is this? It's like a hard white thing. Like
That's
what?
bouillon, bro. I don't know how to say it in English. Mommy made us soup jumeau.
Who would have thought? Haitians have dumplings.
Did you start the video?
Yeah, they can see how much of an asshole you are to me behind the screen.
In this joint right now, gotta have the Haitian bread, bro. You can't eat soup jumeau without the Haitian bread, bro.
The turkey is the best part, in my opinion.
So, now that we told the world you want to be a mom, man, since she asked over, what excites you the most on being a future parent?
I think just seeing my baby grow and like first I want to see what they look like. Like I want to see if the baby's gonna look like Jerry, or the baby's gonna look like me, or if like it's gonna be a perfect combination. Like, and then I can't wait till like they grow up into like their toddler stage, and then they start getting their personality, so you can really see who they're coming from. They're gonna have their dad's attitude for sure. Like I already know that, 100%.
What do you mean by that?
Because you have an attitude.
Attitude?
Yeah, like not an attitude, but you're just very like my way or no way at all.
That's cap.
Not cap. I'm just excited to grow with my baby and see what they become, and I'm excited to know the gender so that I can finally start picking out clothes and stuff and names. Oh my god, determining a name is like you're determining your kid's personality. You know what I mean? Like from there on out. So it's like not your kid's personality, but like who they are, literally.
Because of a name?
Yes.
No, because I have the same as my dad. We're nothing alike.
I know, but if they would have named you something different, you don't think your life would be different?
No.
No.
Nothing about my name is what my life is what it became.
Your name is everything.
So you think if you was Melissa instead of Samantha, you would have been different?
You don't know because I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Who would have known?
What are you hoping for? Boy or girl?
I'm hoping for a boy, but I'm grateful for a healthy baby. Like I just want my baby to be healthy and happy, and I don't want there to be any complications when I'm giving birth. Like I just want to have like a smooth birth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want there to be no complications. I've heard a lot of horror stories, like my sister-in-law, my mom, of them like having a bad experience. So it's like, I just want to go to the hospital, have my baby, come home. Like I know it's not gonna be that easy, but I just don't have any complications.
I want a boy. I feel like deep down inside, a part of me wants to give my son what I never had growing up. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like now, me and my father have a great relationship, but it wasn't always like that growing up. That's my dog now, and I love my dad to death. But I also believe a lot of decisions I made in life, if I had a present father the whole time, I don't think I would have made half the decisions I made. I want to be what I wish I had when I was growing up. Just a great father. Not saying my dad wasn't great, but you know, a great father, a present father, most importantly, a safe space for my kids
That part.
to feel comfortable to come talk to me about anything. Give them a place where when they think about going home, they don't feel like it's a burden, like, oh my God, I gotta go home and deal with my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I want them to wanna
Like their house is
Be
gonna be their
home.
sanctuary.
I want them to want to be home more than they want to be with their friends. You know what I mean? Like, I want our crib to be the crib where they're like, nah, we don't want to go to XY's house. We want to like bring everybody to our house. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I see a lot of parents say like, oh, don't make the mistake of being their friends. Like you're their parent. Like, yeah, that's true. But you don't want to be that parent to never have that friendship with your child.
Yeah,
You know
bro,
what I'm
and
saying?
like not even know who your kid is. Like you live with your kid, you see them every day, and you have no idea. You know nothing about them.
Parents really fucking think because they had you, they know you.
That's not always the case.
Both my parents, especially my mom raised me. She was there my whole life. Up until the age maybe like 15, 16 when she made me go live with my dad. But other than that, none of my parents know me. They can't tell you my favorite color. They can't tell you my favorite sports team. They can't tell you what I like to do. They can't tell you shit because they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they think they know you because they gave you birth and you lived under their roof.
They gave you birth.
They gave you birth.
They gave birth to you.
Same fucking difference. But parents have this mentality like, oh, I know you because I brought you into this world. No, you don't. Parents, I challenge you right now. Go to your kid's room if you have a child that can speak. Obviously, if it's an infant, conversation is pointless. But if you have a child that could hold a conversation, I challenge you to go to that child's room and I want you to have your child quiz you. Find out what their favorite color is, their favorite TV show, their favorite superhero, their favorite sports team, their favorite whatever the fuck. If it's a girl, her favorite makeup, her favorite singer, you don't know nothing about your child because you want to be their parent and not their friend. And then that's the parent, that's the child that grows up. And once they move out of your crib,
they want nothing to do with you.
It's not that they don't want nothing to do with you. It's just that y'all never built that kind of bond where y'all are like best friends. So then when they grow up, they're looking for a best friend in other people. And then that's when your child don't come see you every day. That's when your child don't call you every day. That's when your child don't text you every day. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all never had that relationship. You made it a business transaction for them. I'm your mom or your dad and you're my child. Whatever I say goes because I brought you into this world and that's that. You know what I'm saying?
And also too, just like, I know that I want to raise an independent and confident kid. And I know sometimes, or not sometimes, I have to like validate their opinion or they're going to want to have a voice, or when I do things a certain way, they're going to ask me why. And it's like growing up, asking why or having a voice, to get your ass popped real quick. So it's like, that's something I'm going to change with, my child. If I know I want to raise an independent, confident kid that isn't afraid to speak up, isn't afraid to say their opinion, it starts in the house first. Because if you're shutting your kid down and you're like, don't ask me why, like, don't ask questions,
They bring that shit to the outside world.
Right, and then they're weak and they can't speak up for themselves, or they're insecure, or their self-esteem is super low. Like, I think people don't understand that. Like, we are a product of like our own environment. You know what I mean? So I know I'm gonna raise a super confident, independent kid, and that's gonna come with like talking back. I say it with air quotes because it's not like people think it's talking back, but it's not. It's just someone communicating with you or trying to get a better understanding of where you're coming from or why you're doing what you're doing. Like for example, as adults, if I'm doing something, he has 100% reason to be like, why are you doing X, Y, Z? I'll explain why I'm doing it, and if he has, a different perspective of it, or he has a better way of doing it, he'll tell me, and I can consider it, or I'll be like, okay, that's a good idea, or I'll validate it, you know what I mean? But then I feel like with kids, it's always like, oh, kids are to be seen and not heard, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, that toxic shit, we're not doing that. My baby gonna have a voice in this house, all right? As long as I'm gonna raise my kids to be respectful, obviously, they're not gonna be cursing, but having an opinion is not disrespectful.
Facts.
At all. And I feel like I grew up in a Hispanic household, and I grew up always like you said, I brought you into this world, I'll take you out. I provide you a roof over your head, I provide you food, so I don't wanna hear it. Just do what I'm asking you to do, because I'm the boss. And it's just like, no. Because then you're subjecting your kid to take shit from other people when they grow up because, oh, I'm your boss, I'm the one paying your checks, whatever I say goes, don't tell me nothing. No, you wouldn't want your kid to go out into the world and fucking, like, not question people just because they're writing the checks. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you want your kid to challenge other people. You want your kid to be confident to speak up and defend themselves. And that all starts in the house, like with you guys. So that's definitely something we're gonna be doing.
Yes, sir.
And also teaching my kid the difference between an argument and a discussion. Like I grew up, it was always an argument. I never knew how to, or nobody ever taught me how to have a conversation or how to have a discussion where two people don't agree on something and they can't just have like a regular conversation. Why are you looking like that? I'm working on it. You know? So I just want to teach my kid, like, you
Where
can
you
have,
learn Where you learn that from?
what?
What did you say?
From you? I definitely want to teach my kid how to be able to have a conversation with logic and facts and not bring emotions into it. You know, I just feel like that's a very strong characteristic that I want to instill my kid with.
You gotta teach your lady sometimes, man.
You act like you don't do no wrong.
I never said that. I take your advice. You know what I mean? Like, for example, right? Niggas always, and I'm sure even women, always like, oh, why do older men go after younger women so they can control them and manipulate them and this and that? No. Y'all ever heard the phrase, you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Y'all bitches is old dogs.
Babe.
I can't teach y'all new tricks, and I don't got the patience for it. I'm sorry. Not sorry. You know, the younger women, man, they just, because they haven't experienced life as much as you 35, 30, 28-year-olds, they're not like stuck in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? And also, like, the older the female is, the more heartbreak she probably got involved in, the more trauma she probably has, the more dudes done slid through her cat box, you know what I mean? Now that shit got mileage on it, that shit might start, you know what I mean? The car might start stalling out on you, tire might fall off, you know what I'm saying? All kind of baggage that come with dealing with an old chick, man. And a young chick that's not ran through, not saying all young chicks, some of them, but that's not ran through, that got her head on her shoulders. Shit, I got 11. I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry. They don't exist, I apologize. I don't want to feed you false information. So. She's the only one, sorry.
What you mean? What?
I was really trying to give them nice advice, you know, but love is dead. I'm sorry, guys.
It's not
Keep
dead.
being hoes, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Just kidding.
that's not true. That is not true. Keep looking for love. You'll find it eventually.
Motherfucker soup is busting.
I know it is busting.
Mama put her fucking foot in this bitch.
She didn't give us enough turkey though. Damn, I gave you mad
Here.
meat.
Hey,
Thank you.
you be mad meat later.
Stop.
She's really the boss. I'm just here. I just be here doing nothing.
That's not true.
Twiddling my thumbs. Are you gonna beat our child?
No, that's another thing I'm not doing. I don't
You beat my
understand.
child, I'll beat you. Just kidding. I don't put my
I don't understand till this day. I try to figure out like when did it
That shit
become
was child
okay? Yeah, like when did that become okay to do to discipline your kid? I don't know. I just feel like people really take advantage of the fact that kids are small and they fully depend on you to like eat, sleep.
But
Like I don't understand. Like
my
it's
grandma,
not okay.
listen, my grandma was a real Haitian grandma. She used to tell you to go outside in her garden and pick your own switch. And don't let the switch, and for people that don't know what a switch is, it's a branch. It's like this long, about as thin as a pinky.
Babe,
So
are you
then-
sure this is not beef?
I don't know what it is. So then when she swing that bitch, it hurts more the thinner it is, you heard? So now that I'm older and I think about it, telling a child to go get a branch to beat him with, that shit was
It's
child
crazy.
abuse. That's what you do to slaves, bro. Like, that shit is crazy.
That is not okay. And under no circumstances am I allowing that from me or any of my family members. My family members already know what's up.
And if you're a real Zoe, if you're a real Haitian, with real Haitian grandmas and aunties, you know, when they tell you, foot à genoux,
Uh-oh. Yeah, butt ass nigga, boy, I'm about to beat the shit out you. Is that what that means?
don't know about all that.
No?
Yeah, but nigga, she kinky. But yeah, they used to put rice on the floor and make you get on your knees, pause. And you gotta stay on your knees on the rice. If you like try to sit back a little bit to like sit on your heels
Oh,
to
yeah, you
relieve
told
any
me
pressure,
that.
shit like that, they smack the shit out you.
You told me that.
That is child abuse. Now that I realize that.
You had a crazy upbringing.
Shit was crazy. But when you grow up in it, you think it's normal.
Yeah. That's a definite no for me. I'm not doing that.
So yeah, I'm not beating my kid. Because it also builds anger inside of a child.
Yeah, and resentment against
'Cause-
the parent.
A child can't beat on their parent. And I know because I was that child. I can't beat on my older sister or my grandma or my mom or whoever was disciplining me. So then when I go to school, I'm unleashing all my anger on another human that's my size. 'Cause I can't beat my mom, you know? So if I go to school, whether I'm in pre-K, first grade, second grade, middle school, whatever, however old you are when you're still getting beat. Now when you go to school and the kid take your red crayon or something, all that anger you had from the night before of you
Crashing out.
getting your ass whooped, now you crashing out over a red crayon. And you a kid, so you don't even know how to talk about your emotions yet. So when they ask you why you being so bad at school,
And then they ask you why you acting out. Like, what you mean why I'm
the
acting out?
only answer is, I don't know. Now you're gonna get beat for not knowing why you mad in the first place.
It's
You
just
know?
crazy, bro. It's crazy. And it just fucked up a whole generation of people. Like, people to this, like, because they got hit as a kid, they struggle with how to express themselves emotionally because it was just like you couldn't. Because out of fear of saying the wrong thing, you'll get your ass beat. It's fucked up.
And then people just listen to doctors. Like, a kid would just be running around playing, joking, and having fun. Oh, well, here, give your kid these pills. I think he got ADHD. No, he's a fucking child having fun. I'm not listening to nobody.
I mean, yeah, unless God forbid our child has any underlying health issues, but yeah, we're staying away from like the color, the dyes, the fucking extra sugar. If I can make it myself, they're not gonna have it. Like,
Doctors do not
slip
know
up.
shit. Their job is to give you prescription medication. Their job is to keep the bills paid. You know nothing at all. Nothing. They study medicine. They don't study the in and outs of the human body. If you tell a doctor you're sick, the doctor's not gonna say, oh yeah, I want you to go to Publix, get you some ginger, some lime, some turmeric, some celery, juice it, drink that for 7 days straight. You should see some bloating going down. No, they're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna give you a pill. That's not even gonna fix the problem. And keep you on that shit for years. You don't need none of that shit, bro. Do it
That's
yourself.
sometimes. That's some cases.
That's every case.
Babe, that's not true.
That's every case. Doctors on the
I
shit.
believe that some doctors really do help people, and some medications really do help people. But other times, I do agree to your point.
They
that
don't help nobody because
It's
if
excessive, and it's
if a
just
medication
to
is
pay.
supposed to
It's
be
just to get to a quota.
no, if a medication is supposed to be helping somebody, why does the medication come with side effects? And now you gotta take medications to supplement that side effect, and now you get taking 10 medications a day. No, they don't know shit. But anyways, love y'all. That shit was fire. Who the fuck is Ted?
You know those like
Chino?
TED Talks? No.
Just kidding.
Oh.
I don't know what Ted is. Love you. Kiss.
Bye.
It's not a baby, she just eats a lot. I'm just kidding. Alright, y'all.